Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what time it is when I'm talking in this voice. This is the intro voice, Mr. Cheeks.
Word up, man.
This can only mean one thing. You know what that is?
Is the Ryan Show about to begin, my man?
I think you got it right.
Is the Ryan Show about to start?
The Ryan Show is about to begin, powered by the famous, the family of Craft Burger Chris, a.k.a. Burger Boss. You know what I'm saying.
You know him.
He is family. Does our blood run the same? Course through our veins? That is similar? No, it is not. But if you mess with us, you will sleep with the fishes. And we're not talking about the tank type of fishes, okay?
Okay.
It is good to have the one and only Burger Boss on the show. Burger Boss.
Burger Boss, what it do, baby?
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh,
what we doing?
With the Frank Sinatra coat. Let's go, man.
He's just like, what is going on
How you
here?
guys doing?
Man, this whole trip has been...
How's everything?
Where's my scotch? Where's my scotch on the rocks? Scotch on the rocks.
You know what he
doing all that.
needs.
The things that have gone
We're
down...
taking over Vegas right now.
That's
We're really
right.
are.
Beyond a takeover. Beyond a takeover. Like, things that I've seen today are so vulgar, so heinous, so preposterous. I can't even
listen,
speak about it.
we got a balcony hot tub, and you don't even want to go near it.
Oh,
All right?
yeah.
It's about to be cleaned really thoroughly tomorrow.
And he's not talking about the little boy that's peeing through the fountain.
No.
Into the hot tub. No.
We're talking about there's more STDs floating in that fucking hot tub than you.
Ooh, how would you do that?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
crazy.
my Lord. Look, what happens in Vegas stays here, not ends up on the radio. Come on, don't you know?
That's right. That'll be edited.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
That'd
We'll
be
see if our editor feels like it after the trip that it's been. If you're listening right now, you know that normally we broadcast on Zoom. So we're all over the place. We got Hamptons Dave in Brooklyn. We've got the legendary Mr. Cheeks down in Atlanta. And myself, Ryan, I'm out in the Hamptons. But today, we're going to Vegas, or I should say we're in Las Vegas.
We're in the Vegas.
We've had a huge, crazy trip out here. And it's all been thanks to our pal here.
We're not done yet. We're not done
It's
yet.
just the
We're getting
beginning.
started.
And
Just
it's a
beginning.
big 420 networking event. We've been out at Jerome Baker's. There's been so many different aspects and parts to this trip.
Shouts
But
to
this is
Tommy
where it
Chong.
comes full circle. Yes, shouts to Tommy Chong for sure. And you're just friends with everybody, man. So I
Well,
got to thank you for helping put this together.
We're about to introduce, Las Vegas, royalty over here.
Staple
right?
of Vegas.
A very staple of Vegas. Been out here for years. The guy is, he's just, one of the most knowledgeable guys in his industry that I know.
Incredible.
And he knows stuff even outside the industry.
If he
So-
wasn't here right now, I'd be saying more than I don't like to kiss ass too hard, but he's like a genius innovator of our time.
Absolutely.
Google
Absolutely.
him, look him up.
Absolutely.
I mean, you don't meet inventors anymore. You don't meet guys whose
Not at
brains
all.
work that
Not
way,
at
where
all.
they
Not
can
at
just
all.
see
Not at all.
something and
We're
come up
gonna
with
go-
a better solution for it.
Listen, I want to introduce a dear friend of mine, Wayde King.
Wayde King, baby.
We can say tanked? The star of
Formerly.
Tanked. Formerly.
He was the star at Tank.
Well, he is the star of
He
Tanked.
is. He's the
He
star of
was
Vegas.
tanked. He is tanked, and we're getting ready to even do something bigger. So let me pass over the mic to Wayde King, the king himself.
Let's go. I like that. Got the applause here.
An authentic
Already
intro,
know
though,
what to get
Wade.
to you,
It
buddy.
really is an honor to have you here. We sat down with you, or I sat down with you last year without Mr. Cheeks, and we talked about everything from Tank to the beginnings of your career in creating aquariums. But I mean, 2021 has been a crazy year for entrepreneurs. And the last time I spoke to you was February of 2020. So the whole world changed since the last time that you sat down on the Ryan Show. So how have you been able to adjust as an entrepreneur and as an innovator and inventor throughout this pandemic?
Everybody's got to adjust to make it. If you don't adjust to the new times, you're in trouble.
You better believe it.
The whole world changed. The pandemic, it definitely took a toll on everybody.
Let me fix that for you. There we go. Now we're good. There we go.
Now we're going to rock and roll, and everybody's going to do new adventures and try new things. There's companies out there selling masks now. They're making millions.
Right.
You got cannabis opening up all over in these states. They're making millions.
Yeah.
Then you got Jerome Baker with his glass and all that. So all these little guys that weren't making it now are making it. So people are adapting, and that's what you got to do. I'm going through a pretty tough divorce, something that I didn't really, was occurring or wanted.
No doubt.
But my whole life's changed, and I'm starting from the bottom up, and I'm going to rock and roll.
Brand new beginning.
I
Fresh
want
start.
new land. I want new buildings. I got some new shows.
Hell
and
yeah.
You got
I think
plenty of
that-
friends that are rock stars, rap stars to help you through this
Movie
Bachelor stage.
stars.
Because,
There you
dude,
go.
let's be honest. This is a celebration. You're single, and you have all this great stuff going on now. And now, like you said, new beginnings. So this
Correct.
it's a beautiful thing. It's a fresh slate, and I'm excited to see
Blessing
what you
in
do with all
disguise.
this. Exactly.
Yeah, life changed. So now it's time to change with the moves and start rocking and rolling.
Yeah. I feel 21 again. How you? You know what I'm saying? Let's go get it. Like we ain't never did it. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. We're going to go get it. So, but everyone's sitting home. They're partying. They're chilling out. You know what? There's things to be done. You can look at something and change it and make money on it. You can use someone else's idea and make it even better. Right. You know, so there's always money to be made, but you just got to get up and do it. You know, instead of sitting around, it ain't going to just fall in your lap. You got to go out and change it.
Sitting on the couch, don't pay no bills, and sitting around the house won't. Now get up there and go get that money.
It's a fact.
His new thing's going to be like the Disneyland of aquariums.
Hell yeah, your work is incredible, my brother Wayde.
That's right. You've got a whole lot going on. You've been talking about it since last night. You know, we were sitting around last night hanging out, talking about it. And work ethic, man. You know, you mentioned there's no time to waste. I don't know how many people know about what an animal you are. Like the amount of work that goes into being Wayde King to sustain this life of an entrepreneur. How many hours of sleep are you getting these days? Let's be honest.
Last night I went to bed at 8 in the morning. And I got up at 11 to come out and see you guys. So
it's insane.
I couldn't sleep. My mind was going 100 miles an hour. You know, we have all these new projects going on. We got apps going to be made. We got new shows we're going to be filming.
Hell yeah.
We're not stopping. So we're looking for certain investors for certain things. People are going to get pieces of the pie. And we're just going to keep building it and make it better than it ever was.
Nice.
That's a fact.
So
legal drug money all day, every day.
That's what it's about. Ask this guy, legal drug money. So beyond all these new inventions, which we're going to go into break in a little bit, get back, talk about some of these new things that you're inventing, but how has the pandemic changed the acrylic tank business?
Well, a lot of people in the acrylic industry, you know, we stopped and closed up for the pandemic. You know, to sell fish tanks during that time was tough. Yeah. But a lot of people that were home had tanks. You know, they were out, they were taking care of them. Their families got together closer, you know, and they went out and got fish. And, you know, those tanks brought a lot of families together, which the show itself brought a lot of people that were sick watching the show. So it was a lot better, you know, for that aspect. But now with the pandemic, a lot of acrylic, you know, shields like at the banks or at the stores, all those acrylic shields, the manufacturers are making millions making all those acrylic shields. So you're switching, some of these places that did fish tanks are doing shields and they're making millions. And all those shields are going to be replaced down the road with scratches, and they're going to want new styles, new stuff that looks cool. Someone that's going to have something better than someone else. So if you invent this cool acrylic shield and it's better than someone else's, you're going to make millions making it.
Wow.
So start doing it, come up with the ideas, and then there you go.
How much competition do you have in that business?
It's really, you know, if you have the right people, salespeople that go out, it's not being lazy. You know, it's not competition. It's who has the drive more than the other guy.
I've never seen no work like yours ever. Like, how you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could make a fish tank out of the mic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just do all type of crazy.
The slogan is, if you can dream it, we can build it.
Word of mother.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. The arch tank, you get underneath.
Oh, man. Incredible shit.
Picture the other day. That was in the country, right? It was a church that you did.
Yeah, we did IBOC, Inspiring Body of Christ. That was like a 70,000 gallon tank. That was one of the longest panels ever transported in the United States. That was a big tank. They have full on 24-hour staff there that takes care of it. Marine biologists. They dive the tank, they feed it.
And that picture was, I mean, it was like just a picture of that whole thing. The thing was mind-blowing.
Beautiful fish tank, you know.
Where can people
We
see
build
it?
dreams that people enjoy.
Is there a spot where someone could see that?
You can go to SeaWorlds and stuff like that. You go to Cabela's, Bass Pros.
Yeah, right.
We do everything.
He's got work all over the place.
In terms of you know, you can dream of anything. Is there anything that you won't touch, whether because it's like too difficult, too unorthodox, or just too immoral? Like, is anybody
people ask that question? So my thing is that, you know, if you can dream it, we can definitely build it. But the thing is, if you have $100,000 budget and it's $200,000 to build, that's the only reason why we couldn't do it. You know, so if you have the budget and you want something, we'll do it.
Yeah. So has there been any type of fish that is?
Burger tank. Can I get a giant burger tank?
I'm sure that sounds like you can dream that up.
My friend owns in North Carolina. He owns Hops Burgers. He's world known. He's got 4 different restaurants, and he makes all these custom burgers. We're doing a burger tank for him, so it's cool.
Big ass burger tank.
So those that are listening, you know, we need to give Craft Burger Chris a microphone. This is our fault for not being prepared, but he asked about a giant burger fish tank.
I would love that with giant.
I could only imagine. So any fish that you won't put inside of a tank? Like great whites. Like, is there
Yeah,
any fish
no.
that's too ridiculous that you just don't want to even?
Good question. There's a lot of fish that you don't want to take out of the ocean or disturb that won't make it in a fish tank.
Yeah.
You want to be able to sustain a nice environment that the fish can live in. If you can't, then you shouldn't take that animal out.
Yeah.
You know, but there's a lot of tank raised fish now that you can, that would be better for a home aquarium. Like even seahorses, taking them out of the wild is not great.
Yeah.
Now they have, raised tank seahorses, which are great. You can put them in the tank and enjoy it. Great whites, they're not going to make it in a big fish tank,
Yeah,
They're-
I can
they're-
imagine.
They have to be swimming all the time, and that's a pretty big tank.
What's the most exotic fish that you ever put in a tank? Like, is there?
Well, like if you say sharks, you got 440 species of sharks. But me, as an exotic fish, you got a woebegone shark, which is beautiful. They're from Australia. They glide. They're just beautiful looking animal. But me, the most exotic underwater animal is an octopus.
Okay.
An octopus
An
is the
octopus.
most, yeah. So and those are like smarter than people give them credit for, right? Aren't octopuses actually like a super
They're
smart?
smarter than my friend Artie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not saying much. there, you know?
Well, what they do is the octopus, it's in the tank, right? You can go in front of the tank, put some food in a jar and close the jar and show him while he's underwater. You take the jar and put it in the tank. He watched you. He'll open that jar and take the food out.
Damn. So you see that? Like a parrot. We were just talking about that. These animals are exotic.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I should say these fish.
And you've had a lot of like you see the shows that are running. You have different athletes. Like they all like some of the requests like
Right, jellyfish.
Right.
They want seahorses. They want sharks.
Right.
They want.
I saw a thing with the
angels.
snake. What was the thing with the
Eels.
snake? No, there was
Oh, you
something
did
on
Dwight
the
Howard. We did snakes.
Okay, that's
tanks
it.
for him.
Ooh, I'm sure. Go figure. Dwight Howard wants the snakes in his house. What does he want? The anacondas? He wants the.
He actually had a bunch of babies and raised them, so we had to make a condominium for him.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
That was a pretty hot episode. Very
So
nice.
anybody that is just too inappropriate to put on tank come to you and say they want an idea for a tank, something that's like too risque. Like I heard rumors floating around of people wanting marijuana themed tanks, or like say like a porn star or a criminal, anything that's just too hot for TV. That was one of the crazier projects that you did.
Well, if you want to do a marijuana tank, you can. You can make a make marijuana leaf. You can
Yeah.
make a bong. There's a lot of things you can make, but you want it to be functional. You want it to sustain the fish and keep them alive, and you want to also be able to service it. A lot of people, when they build an aquarium, servicing is a big part. If you don't build it right to service it, then you're not going to have a functional aquarium. Then you're going to have sick or you're going to lose fish. The main thing is the animals are most important. If you can't make a tank that's good for the animal, then don't do it. So,
Makes
you
sense.
can't just take a fish and throw it in a tank and think it's okay. It's like to have a dog.
We all learned
A
that
dog-
as
yeah.
kids, right? Like
A dog can't go open the fridge and feed itself.
Yeah, listen,
You got to
this
take care of it. It's a responsibility.
This ain't the local fireman's fair where you go get a little goldfish and throw it in a little baggie, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
This and all that exotic is crazy. I mean, I'm digging it. I love it.
Cheeks, you can't go in the tank and like start eating the fish though. You know?
No. I already know. I'm going to the market for that. Let's go.
Some people be like, "This is good sushi over there."
I gotta ask: are you a fan of eating fish? Is there like a
I eat
specific?
sushi. Yeah,
So you eat
sushi's
sushi?
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Well.
Yeah, that's life. Exactly. I mean, I gotta ask.
Listen, that's the theme out in the Montauk's new spot that's going to open. It's going to be the club. And that's what we're doing. We're really just we're keeping it really simple. Other than the brunch, we're going to have sushi roller because everybody loves the sushi.
Exactly. And if you don't like the
with the
sushi,
drinks.
you know where you're going to be, Mr.
the
Cheeks?
drinks.
You're going to be sleeping with the sushi.
And then just like some nice, high-end steaks. That's it. That's what people want. We'll keep it real simple.
That's
We
it.
get the mixology. We're going to get Cheeks out there. He's going to do a little performance. And we're probably going to eventually want a tank out there because the place is gorgeous. We get, there's only one guy who could do it. And we're right with him right now.
Let's do it.
Can't wait.
So that's a little plug. Come out to Montauk, New York.
That's it.
gonna be-
And there's your plug. This is a quick break. We're going to have Honky Wonky. DJ Honky Wonky. Play some
Honky
music here on the
Wonky.
ones and twos. Craft Burger Chris, a.k.a. Burger Boss. What hip-hop song should we go into break playing right now?
That's a good one. I don't-
You know so much hip-hop. Stop fooling me. Stop acting like you
I'm
don't
not
know. You
sure
took me
which
to
one.
a
I don't know.
Right now,
I'm
he needs
sure
a
which
checkup
one.
from his neck up. He's
Yeah.
tore up from the floor up.
All right, this is the Ryan Show FM. Honky
What do you want to
Wonky's
do?
on the ones and twos. Honky Wonky. Let's get it cracking. Lacking, baby.
Little Run DMC.
A-bing.
Do a little Run DMC, baby.
And we have returned. This is the Ryan Show FM. Wayde King extraordinaire, innovator, Renaissance man of our time is here in the building with us. And it's an honor the second time that he's been back within the last, year and a half, almost 2 years? Never gets old, though.
About 2 years.
About 2 years.
Yeah,
Pretty much about 2 years.
We skipped the whole pandemic, and now here we are.
But a lot's changed, but not your hunger and your drive and all these new innovations. So what do we have? You've already gone over a few different inventions in the past 24 hours that you have coming out, but I don't know what I should have signed an NDA for and what I shouldn't have. So what do we got to look forward to coming out under your name?
Well, we got some platinum line tanks, or at least 40 different styles. We're going to be doing franchises with those. We're going to have a place right on the strip for tours, people coming down. We'll do some pictures and autographs, and we'll have the ponds with the turtles and the tortoises so people can see the natural habitat. One of the buildings will have some exotic animals in, which is great. So all the people who come down, they can see all the animals. We'll have Bert, the artist, on staff. We'll do some of these exotic tanks. Then the building off to the side, we're going to do a car show. Definitely I'm going to build a whole new car line. It's called the Kingster. Instead of having a Roadster, we'll have a Kingster. We'll get that on a major network, and then we'll do some live streaming so people can see that. And then we'll get some nice product on there. We'll have some new designs people can buy for their own family.
We're looking at seeing about 700,000 people a day, right?
Oh, at least 500 to 700 a day we want out there.
And you know what comes when those people are walking around there? You know what happens, Ryan, right? What happens?
You tell me.
What happens when all those people are there? They're doing their tour. You're in Vegas. It's hot. What's the next move?
I don't know. Sit in the bed for 2 weeks? Coronavirus?
All right. I tried to lead a horse to water, but no, I mean, we were talking the other day. So what we'll do is, because we want to launch, the Cheeks Burger with the burger by Burger Boss, right? And he's got the property is perfect for it. We were talking about we just put like the first one would be like almost like a big giant food truck, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So the pandemic hurt us. So we had some. Closing down, we hurt some people. We're trying to fix all that. We're trying to move ahead, take care of everybody. We're trying to clean up the old headaches, and it's me pretty much moving forward, starting fresh, building a whole new building with actually 3 buildings, all these new products coming out, all this new stuff, and clearing up the old, make sure everybody's happy, so get some franchises out there, and have a nice little food court that people come down, so with the tours, they can eat, they can hang out, they can see the animals.
Nice.
So we want to make it also entertaining, educational, and we want to have great different products and some shows. So we got like 4 or 5 shows we're going to be filming.
And there ain't no better place to launch anything that we want to do with the franchise on the burger stuff, which Wayde be part of as well. But there's no better place to launch than Vegas.
What I wonder, Wayde, is now that you don't have Animal Planet breathing down your neck. Like there must have been like crazy creative control working under Animal Planet because it's a kid-friendly show. But now that you're revamped, you're in this new era. Is there anything that you can do now that you weren't able to do while you were with Animal Planet, or any ideas like television-wise that you'd like to move forward with?
Animal Planet was Discovery Channel. We were on the major network. We were in 190 countries, 35 different languages. So we were all over the world. We have more shows than Friends. We have over 150 episodes, 1-hour episodes. They're build shows. It's a lot harder to do, reality, doing a build and travel and set up.
How does that work? Because different episodes for different seasons. I wonder, like some episodes are 6 season. Like
correct.
Who pans that out? Is that you that's in control of that, or they work in the contract?
It's both. We come up with an idea, we bring it to the network, they like it. They actually, help out with some of the cost of it. It depends on the celebrity, if they're an A celebrity or not. So once we got the right people, we come up with the right design. We brought in the viewership. We hit the demographics. It was more of a family show, so a lot of women liked it. They're their household. They run everything.
It's on in every house. Like everybody's seen the show. No matter what age you are, everybody's seen Tank.
So after 10 years, they stopped the show. I think they wanted it again, but we need a hiatus. We need to chill out and relax and get our families together. It didn't work out too well. I'm getting the divorce, starting over. So this is like a new clean slate, all new building. I'll own it. Run everything, all new products. It's going to be badass. I can't wait,
man. It sounds badass. And before any of this, before television, that was 2011. You had a long historic run in the industry. That's how you got the gig on Animal Planet. So leading up to that, just last night, you were telling us about stories in Korea and all over the world, different places that you went to install tanks. I mean, it's just such an incredible story. So what was like that breakthrough moment? I know that you came out to Vegas. You're a Long Island guy like me.
Correct.
You moved out to Las Vegas. Was there that one moment, like something that you created where it just changed your life, and it plateaued you to that next level in the industry?
Nothing ever scared me to build anything. It was all really the cost. If they had the money and they wanted to pay for it, in my mind, I can build anything. But the thing is when you build something, you see like a little kid run up to it from scratch, and you knew you did a drawing and then put it together and then installed it, set it up, put the fish in it. Now you have a finished product. It's like living art. And that little kid comes running up to it, and he's memorized by it. When you see that and you can make someone smile, that's a breaking point.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a trip. And what was there like financially a moment where you got like a contract that was so big that you're like, all right, this is no more normal stuff. This isn't no normal fish tank. What was like the first real project that was just...
When you're filming, you get paid per episode. So there's different talent, different levels. Certain people get a little bit more than others, and certain people film a little bit more than others. And then you have certain stars and then employees and stuff. But you get an income from the first show, it's okay. Then as the shows get better, your income gets better. So
okay.
It gets to a certain point and you cap out. And then after capping out, also the company, if you market it correctly, you have residuals, that's another income. So some of the employees were getting paychecks and getting talent fee. So they were getting like double paychecks. So it hurt us, but it helped us, so it did both. But if you market the company, then you have longevity, then you can sell products, and that's where I wanted to step in and grow things so I'd have residuals. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. So I'm going to be doing new stuff that people can see that's going to be going on. Like, I want to have franchises of the tanks. So in different cities, they can go see a bunch of the tanks set up.
Nice.
They walk in, they hit a button, they can put this tank together, boom, ready to go, ordered, So,
dude,
there's a lot of things we got to do.
This is the first stage,
Correct. We're getting new land.
New
We're
chapter.
going to get the new buildings. We're going to design them, a manufacturer that puts these buildings together. Once that's done, then we're going to fill one up with the animals, one up with the tanks, one with the cars. I'm going to be moving into it, hooking it all up, and then starting the life over and rocking and rolling.
Have you been too overwhelmed at any point? Like, you've got so many jobs. I imagine that when you first got on TV, the amount of workloads must have just gone up like crazy.
Correct.
Was there a point where it was just too much to be able to complete all this different stuff?
It helped in some ways, but it hurt in some ways. A lot of people thought our tanks were too expensive because they saw it on TV.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden we lost, like, let's say, our 400 or 500 gallon tanks. So we didn't have the bread and butter that paid the rent. So I designed a platinum line, which blew up, and we sold out on Overstock and Wayfair within like 4 months. So everything was like, had some issues, family issues, things were mismanaged from me, from other people, and with filming and running the whole thing was a learning experience. So I learned it, I understand it, and now I'm revamping it and I'm starting over. So now is where I can get blamed for doing something wrong. Before, it was family together, it was rough. And
everybody goes through it.
Now I'm starting to rock and roll.
Look at Billy Joel, baby. Look at Billy Joel. He went through his shit too.
We all go through it.
We all go through it.
But hopefully you learn from it.
That's
right?
it.
He makes more.
Got to go through it to get to it. So that being said, yeah, I mean now it's like exactly. You've been through it.
Keep a good man down. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bottom line.
So Wayde, what do we have to look forward to? Is there an Instagram? I've been looking for your Instagram forever. Is there an IG?
You know what it is? A lot of stuff happened with the social media. I didn't really run it, and with the wife and the kids and the family and people saying stuff, it got a little out of hand. So I kind of stepped away from all of the social media. Right now, I'm going to be doing, the Instagram. I'll be doing the Facebook. A lot of that's going to be revamped. I'll have a social media group that'll be handling it. They'll be promoting, explaining what's going on next, what we're filming next, where we're going to be. Nice. We're going to be doing, a lot of stuff in-house. We're going to have, the whole car show in-house. Then we'll have the tanks there. We're going to be, the first year operating, with franchises. And there's a lot that's going to happen the first year. All new products, all new designs, all new stuff that people are going to see. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be affordable for everybody. I'm going to just do piece by piece my dream, build it up myself, and no one to blame but myself. And I'll have my own property. I won't have to worry about a landlord or anything like that. Just keep going and growing, and then, take care of your loved ones and move on.
That's it. The power is in your hands. Let's go. So that being said, when the Instagram is up and running, we will plug it in. But until then, there's no need. We can just Google it, take a look. It's an incredible amount of work that's out there on the internet. Plus, there's the website, everything else. Google Wayde King. You'll see for yourself. Man, it really is always an honor to hang out with you. And now we've got some more of your friends come with you. You didn't come here single-handedly or alone. You brought a gang with you, a gang of creators, innovators like yourself, artists like yourself that are creating custom art pieces much like yourself.
Correct.
So are these guys drawn to you? Like, where do you meet these guys?
No, they're talented. They're friends. You know, we came together with the pandemic and everything that's going on, but I got an art show design I'm going to be doing. I wanted them, you know, their art's beautiful. People, there's different artists, like there's different rappers, there's different songs, there's different flavor of art. So I got this design art show that I'm going to be doing. We're going to film that, similar like doing fish tanks, but there's going to be some competition with different artists. So we're going to be launching that. I got an RV show that you go out and do some repairs all over the country, but you're kind of hooked with the family. If they're out doing kayaking, you're out kayaking with them, but then you're fixing their RV or their toilet bowl or their satellite while they're on vacation. So we got a show like that.
Nice.
Then we have the Kingster show, which is going to be the same thing with the exotic car that we'll be building. It's going to be a nice little roadster. That's my own line that I'm going to be doing,
That's right.
which is cool.
You're telling. I'm excited about the Kings. That's nice.
We have a show that we're going to be doing. It's called Garage, that we modify new cars, exotic cars and stuff with like 3D printers and
Yo,
stuff.
I like this new Bachelor, Wayde.
Yeah.
All the cars, all the party and the fun. This is what it's all about, baby. Yo,
We're
that
gonna-
truck is crazy that you're whipping around, too.
The Roush truck, yeah, that thing's
That
badass.
thing is insane.
Maybe there's like a hip hop tanked version too. You know.
Yeah, we'll do a cheese tank. Why not?
Styles of the fish and fame.
cheeks
Now,
tank.
now.
Well, you know, you know. I don't know if they already told you, but you know that the lifestyles of the fish and famous. He's got a song on it. You know?
He's got yes, Mr. Cheek's hit song, Lifestyles of the Fish and Famous. It was meant
He
to be.
has a song.
Meant to be.
I
So
love it.
it's
I love
like-
it. I got the patent to that. Lifestyles of Fish and Famous. Yeah, I hold the patent to that. Hanging on my
Lifestyles
wall.
of the Rich and Shameless.
Yeah.
One of the greatest hip-hop songs of all time.
I love
By
it.
Lost Boys, Mr. Cheeks.
No doubt.
Unbelievable. I know. He's being humble right now, but that being said, that's what we're going to play right now as we go into this break.
I say we do.
Before
that.
we
I say
bring
do
everybody back, we're going to have all these fun artists on. We got Ryan Williams. We've got Mark. What's Mark's last name? Remling. Mark Remling has some incredible work.
Yeah.
And we're going to go
Great with the
through.
exotic animals too. Like we're going to bring the monkeys in. You know, we're going to have.
man.
I'm going to have the parrots again. I'm going to get a lot of people that don't want to take care of them. We're going to bring them in, take care of them. We're going to have educational. We're going to have internship. We're going to show how to take care of the animals and stuff, and
Wow.
certain foods that they eat, certain ones that actually help their beaks, their claws, and. You know, we want to be very educational.
Yo, I'm
Everybody knows
excited
pets' responsibility.
to learn about exotic animals. I think that's what we're going to take the next 10 minutes doing.
I'm open.
This is the Ryan Show FM. Wade, thank you very much. We'll have you
you.
back on. So we got a hell of a week ahead of us right here in Vegas. Stay tuned to the Instagram at the Ryan Show. Burger Boss, thank you as always for
Always,
powering this
man.
trip.
Always
This is
rolling,
the
baby.
Burger Boss powered trip to Vegas. so
Rolling,
you're going to hear a
baby,
whole
rolling.
lot of Burger Boss here on the radio this
We're
week.
rolling like you know.
Burger bun man.
You know how we do it, right,
Bro,
Cheeks? You know how we
you
do it.
already know
Yeah,
we
we
doing
slapped the
it.
cheese on it.
Slap the cheese on it.
Hey, listen.
Honky Wonky, put some cheese on it. We'll be back.
Divine,